Welcome, welcome, you guys. We're just gonna listen to a little music and we're gonna get into it. Something going on.
3 o'clock in the morning. How she can make it right. Happiness is when you really feel good about somebody.
Welcome, welcome.
Nothing wrong being in love with someone. Yeah. Oh, baby. Love that I have.
How is this thing?
Lord, I have.
Welcome, you guys. I hope all is well. As well as it can be. Welcome, you guys. Ooh.
Be good to me. I'll be good to you. We'll be together.
Hey. Sully, are you filming? Hey, it was good tea, Cortez. Welcome, Halito. Halito, y'all. Ooh. Welcome, you guys. Throw in any requests for consideration, you guys, by the end of the stream. I don't have heck of a time today, so I do gotta get going. We can jam for a minute. Interesting.
Make you stay out all night long. Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. Let me tell you.
What you guys been up to? Okay, I get the message.
Wait a minute. Love is walking together, talking together.
Oh, okay. One day at a time. I love that. One day at a time. That's all we can take.
Moan for love. Moan for love.
Cool. That's just good. Welcome, you guys. All right. Welcome, everybody. Hey, everybody who's listening live. Welcome to the replay. It was good, Bob and Mike. We got Jay Remy in the house. Welcome, welcome. And thank you to all of our new listeners. My name is Christian Stovall, the American Heiress. I'm the founder of the Foundation for American Indian Restoration and Education, also known as the FAIR. You know, the last stream that I did last week, it was very heavy on my heart because I started to feel the weight and the gravity of the situation at hand. If this is your first time ever tuning in, like I said, my name is Christian Stovall. I have reconnected with my roots, and I found out that I, like the majority of so-called Black Americans, we descend from the original Americans, and we've been here for forever. And I've been compiling the evidence so that Black America can stand together as one nation, undivided, indivisible, okay, with liberty and justice for all. And so that we can go about our restoration and our our restoration in general, restoration of all of our things, of our resources, our land, our birthright, our freedom, and you start to think, how exactly should we go about these things, right? And I've been in meditation and thinking about exactly what we need to do from this point on, because we could talk about it forever, or we can figure out a way to stand together. So we have to take a look at the actual situation. Hey, what's good, Wee Boogie? Welcome. All right. And the situation is that we have been living, so-called Black Americans, okay? You know what? Actually, before we get started, let me show you guys our foundational video so that I can fill you guys in on what I know, okay? This is a quick video. There's more. We can get into it. You can watch old live streams, but also really part of what I'm doing here is wanting to join together with other people to make these videos and other videos not only easy to understand, but galvanizing. We need our best minds on these things, but also getting away from just making the videos, but also creating the curriculum and all these things. Okay, so let's play the video. All of that being said, let's get started. And then I'm going to get into what I want to talk about today. All right.
Who are the original Americans? History has been rewritten, but the truth remains. The Foundation for American Indian Restoration and Education, or simply the FAIR, is here to set the record straight. Our foundation is simple. The FAIR stands on its signature Original American identifiers to define what an original American truly is. Our mission is to uncover the truth, reconnect descendants, and restore a lost heritage. Through our FAIR Original American identifiers, we reveal the true identity of the original American. The emblem of America. The emblem of America is an allegorical figure from the British Museum and is noted to be an ethnic representation of the American people. So what exactly is an American? The definition of American. The 1828 Webster's Dictionary defines an American as a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginal, or copper-colored races, found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. Colonial and U.S. Census records. Early U.S. Census records show that for the first 70 years, only two racial categories existed: colored and white. Who were these colored people? The FAIR asserts that they were the original inhabitants of this land. DNA. Ancestry.com DNA analysis labels the only communities for the region of indigenous North America as either African American or European settler. Surprisingly, there aren't any Native American communities listed for these lands, leaving the African American communities, the only ones given the nationality American, proving that those labeled as African American today are the true original Americans. Your ancestry holds the key. The fair encourages everyone to research their genealogy, connect with historical records, and rediscover their true roots. Every generation carries a piece of the story, one that deserves to be reclaimed. Join us in reclaiming history. Visit the fair today. Connect with your roots and restore your identity.
Okay, thank you. So that's our foundation. Hey, welcome Red Star. Welcome everybody. Okay, so back to the situation at hand. What we're finding out is that the colored people, the people that they're called Negroes, the N-word, the ones who are being hung on the trees, and the ones who are being ousted out of their own communities and enslaved in the system, the Black folks, okay, with the colored and the white sign, we're finding out that we've always been here, and we're the ones whose land and identity has been stolen here in America, and that is the reason why all this horrible things have been happening to us. It's just what we can remember of our colonization here in America. And really, you know, now that we look at it, what we're up against is an establishment with an education system and the media, as well as like, you know, just Hollywood and Disney movies and things that has been, you know, putting up false images of what the original American, specifically the woodland, you know, Indians and territory looked like. But really, I mean, all over the earth, the indigenous people had, you know, very dark skin. But that's a separate note. We're finding out that we have been living as prisoners of war in our own country, and that we have been miseducated over the past few generations. And as more and more of us wake up to this truth, we want to do something about it. Even myself, okay? I'm building this foundation, you know, compiling the evidence, answering the question, what is an original American, you know, and we're answering that with the Webster's Dictionary 1828's version of the definition of American. We're tying that to the census records, as well as, you know, the DNA records from today, which, you know, list Black Americans as being the only people with DNA communities tied to the South, okay? And that the only other people that were listed there from Ancestry.com are settlers, okay? And Ancestry.com has made a very clear distinction between the two groups by giving the nationality American to the original people, okay? They're calling us African American, whereas they didn't do the same for settlers. They didn't say settler American settlers, no, because American actually goes back to an ethnicity. And that's what we teach here at the fair. But what else can we do? What do we do? Even, like I said, myself, who's compiling this information, building this foundation for others. I'm even thinking, I'm like, oh God, I wish there's somebody we can call, somebody, you know, what do we do in this situation? Okay. And that is why we continue to pour into things like these foundations, because eventually what this fair will become is more than just, you know, a foundation of information for others to be able to stand and reclaim their heritage with. It will become a unifying piece for Black Americans all over, so-called Black Americans. And I know some of our more, you know, some of our people who are more in the know are probably like, why does she keep calling us Black, right? And some of the other people are like, I'm Black and I'm proud, okay? And so they're not understanding, you know, there's so much confusion within our community, right? But to give you the short of why I'm even mentioning this right now is, you know, we have been branded Black. So, you know, in the past where we would hear sometimes stories of them branding slaves and things like that, Black is also another brand that the establishment uses to be able to keep Black folks within their jurisdiction. And as, you know, chattel slavery, you know, it's part of their branding. We are them. We are part of whatever they do, and we are, you know, underneath them instead of our own sovereign people, okay? And And it's denigrating. Okay, black doesn't mean anything. There is no land called black on the map. Okay, what has happened to us is we're in the process of being fully denationalized. Okay, when we are actually the Americans. Should we play the video again? I just reminded. I want to keep these short, but I love that, Mama Mike. I missed it. I missed the Indigenous Day. But you know what? People are going to have to be, if our truth makes people uncomfortable, then that's okay. They're going to have to be uncomfortable for a little bit until they start to see what's going on. Okay. And I started to think, it's like, what do we really need? If we're up against all of this, we feel like, individual voices in the sea of madness. Okay. Because there's like the entertainment, the sports, and there's stuff that's going on with school and work. We all became business people, okay? Busy, okay? And there's no time to really focus on what's important. And what I've realized is that two things, okay? One, we need someone to call. We need a presence all over this country so that when other Black Americans need things, okay, whether it's they want to help us in our mission of restoration, whether it's they're having some hard time with local authorities or school or whatever the situation is, like, and you got to understand, people who are listening who are, of other ethnicities, or they've immigrated to this country. Black Americans, through the colonization of our lands and our blood and our people and whatnot, okay, we have lost our own institutions, our own networks, our own ability to truly stay a community, okay? Whether those are local communities or national communities, okay? But what I want to say is, what we truly need are like embassies, centers, whether that starts with just someone to call in each area. And the other thing I was thinking is that so many people are already doing the work. There are so many different organizations that are created specifically for, so-called Black people, in all different types of, areas of life, whether it's within the education system and community and, as it relates to just food banks and legal help or whatever. We need as a people to get on one page. Okay. And I think that also comes with a huge outreach campaign from the fair. And that's what I've been thinking about lately, is about how we are to start to contact people, explain to them exactly what's going on, right? It's one thing to make this an open stream where, people can choose to come to, or, choose to listen or not and whatnot. But it's another thing to get a direct message. Hey, this is what's going on. These are the facts. We're looking to help you in your efforts wherever you are, by empowering you with the truth, okay, that the people you're trying to help are actually the original Americans and have way more rights here in this country than you ever knew, okay? And through that, I think that we will not only get an account of the types of organizations and resources and benefits that are available to our people at this time, but we'll be able to connect them. We'll be able to start to get on one page. We'll have open communication with people. Okay, so that when it's time to stand on something, or to have a voice as a nation, as a people, that we'll be able to do that. Okay, we'll be able to contact people. We'll be able to show up where we need to. Hold on one second, okay. And so, like I said, if you guys are already part of the fair, I'll be sending out some correspondence as far as, if you're interested in wanting to help in those efforts. We're going to be building teams, not only locally, but online, utilizing this wonderful internet to connect with people so that we can get the job done. We got to get the job done. And so, yeah. If anybody wanted to say anything, I was also realizing that's like, I also want to just spend some time, chatting with all of you guys. I really thank everybody for, the support, the love. I love each and every one of you so much. Okay. This goes for our people and just people in general. I know that through the colonization of the world, humanity has had to go through the unthinkable at times. And right now, more than anything, we need love. We need to be able to have an open ear and mind to hear what one another is saying. We need open hearts to feel what we're trying to communicate to each other. Forgiveness has come up like 3 different times. I've been doing readings earlier today, and God wants to massage our hearts so that we can feel again, so that it doesn't hurt so much to feel again. Oh, I love that, Mama Mike. Mama Mike's over here talking about revocable trust. But see, this is the other part about it is it's like, all of this information, whether it comes, down to just anything, we need to know all of our rights. And there's so many people out there already who's doing that. How do we get all of those people in one room to create one book? We need to standardize everything. I'm back on it, you guys. And I know it's taking some time because I'm having to gather my strength, my will, my courage, my energy to tackle this, okay? And thank you guys again for being patient with me. And we can listen to music. I don't know if I saw any, did I see any requests? And if not, I could just see what was going to come up next. And then I do got to get going because I have to run some errands. Heck yeah, that's what I need to hear. Okay, I'm going to say, wow. Okay, let's see. Oh, I am freezing cold in here. I'm a whole lot of tea. Oh, rest in peace to D'Angelo. Maybe that's what we should listen to, a D'Angelo song. I'm honestly, this stream isn't about that necessarily. But, when I heard that and knowing that Angie Stone, the mother of his children, I'm not sure. I know they have a child together. I know they used to be together. They died within like less than a year of each other. Something isn't right. I want to hear like, what was he talking about prior to this? Okay. Because we're no longer in the era where people can mysteriously, you know what I mean? Not mysteriously. I know they say he was sick. You know what I mean? I get that. He had canceled the show. I've been looking into it. Okay. But I'm also like, let me know if anybody knows of anything he's been saying or what's going on with that. Cause it just seems super mysterious and sus. Yeah. What? Who knows? Maybe I'll pull an empowerment card for us. Listen to this one. Oh, yeah, let me hear. I wonder what he had to say. He always has something interesting to say. Why did it take so long to get there? All right, yeah. Okay. Welcome, you guys. Oh, should I give you guys a way to get in contact with me?
Let me tell you about this girl. Baby, I should. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar. See, we be making love constantly. That's why my eyes are a shade. Blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is
Hey, what's up? Hey, welcome, George Richard. Got Huntsville, Alabama in the house. I said empowerment cards. Why did I pick up the chat? Interesting. Anybody can always contact me at the American Heiress at protonmail.com.
Oh, sugar, when you're close to me, you love me right down to my knees. And whenever you let me hit it, sweet like honey when it comes to me. Skin is caramel with the cocoa eyes. Even got a big sister
by the name of Chocolate Top.
Brown sugar, babe. I guess I offer don't know how to behave.
Oh, I'm getting chills here. Thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate you guys. You guys can find more information. So can I edit this? I don't think so.
Now behind the story goes. Brown sugar got me open. Now I won't smoke. Always down for my nauseous one. But I think I'm here to soak. Hold my niggas don't. Stick out my tongue and I'm about ready to hit this pretty bitty with persistence. Yo, I think y'all hit. Brown sugar, babe. I guess high off of love, don't know how to behave.
Alright, I was ready. Let's turn this down. Somebody wants some of your brown sugar. Alright. Okay, guys. I think it'll be an awesome way to also, I'm getting something else I wanted to say about connecting with organizations. This will be a wonderful way also to like highlight and spotlight wonderful things that people are doing in their communities and stuff like that. Taking on a protege. Mold, motivate, and mentor a young person who exemplifies the interest, attitude, and enthusiasm worthy of your influence. Move forward, reach back. As you move forward on your ascent to the top, reach back to help someone else attain equal success. This is about giving back. Okay, so listen, because this is now even going with the other two that I have. Somebody needs to hear this right now. As you move forward on your ascent to the top, reach back to help someone else attain equal success. Okay. This one said, shine the light on others. Make others the focal point. Give generously. Listen intently. Praise freely. And love unceasingly. Take the spotlight off yourself and shine it on others, okay? This is what gave me the idea to mention that, you know, as we connect with these organizations, people, whatever, it's like, you know, it's going to be a great way to highlight them. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to know to, you know what I mean? You know, where do we go? Like, hey, I'm new in town. Let's call the fair or whatever. You know what I mean? And And then they'll be able to, like, people will know that they're, whatever they have to give to the community, whatever it is that they're trying to share or do or whatever, will be seen by the right people. And then we had also be consistently kind was at the back of the deck. It says, avoid the enticement to be mean or argue. Allow others to be right. As far as you're concerned, be peaceful with everyone you encounter. And then the other two here were defy the fear. Fear brings on severe cases of woulda, shoulda, coulda. Confront that feeling of emptiness and anxiety over possible rejection. Face the fear now and avoid the regret later. Okay? Something about fear. And then share the glory. Oh, wow. Listen, there's no such thing as a single-handed success. When you acknowledge all those in your corner, you propel yourself and your supporters to greater heights. There is something about joining together, about powerful together, about highlighting, uplifting one another. That is really deep. I'm going to actually leave it there. And because I got to get going. I love you guys all so much. Please, you guys, like, share the video. Message me if you need anything, theamericanheiress@protonmail.com. You can also contact me through the FAIR's website. It is FAIRE rules, RULES.org. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. All right, have a good one.
Long before the first European ships arrived, the original Americans lived, thrived, and built civilizations across these lands. But history has stripped them of their identity, their land, and even their nationality. Who are the original Americans? The answer should be clear, yet for centuries, their identity has been erased, rewritten, and denied. We stand to change that. Our foundation is built to uplift, protect, and restore the rights of the original Americans. With our FAIR Original American identifiers, we help reclaim what was lost, ensuring that recognition, rights, and resources reach those who rightfully deserve them. It's time to honor the past, fight for the present, and build the future. Join the movement. Reclaim the truth. Support the original Americans.